Buyer Sports of all sorts is back, in less than 2 weeks. So, too, will be high school football. Please welcome a man revered in Westchester. There's not a restaurant on Union Center Boulevard that will not pick up the tab when the venerable Larry Cox walks in. And also, please welcome simply Westside royalty. He is the pit boss at Elder and a candidate for canonization, Doug Ramsey. Gentlemen, welcome to Sports of all sorts.
Thanks, Ken.
Was that a good enough tee up for you guys?
Awesome.
I want to find those restaurants you're talking about.
Here now, a team that finished 9-2 last season, the Lakota West Firebirds. Larry, your team finished a perfect 7-0 in the GMC. You tied Colerain for the conference title. In the process, you guys won 9 consecutive games. So tell us about Lakota West this season. This team this year is just as good as last year's, right?
Well, you want to believe that at this point, and until
Does that mean
game
yes?
one happens.
Does that mean yes?
That means we got to go prove that, because you never want to compare from year to year, because those were some good kids last year, and each team wants to create its own niche and leave its own mark.
Yeah.
And to saddle that with that, I know they've got high aspirations and they got high hopes, and they talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
But in between there's some opponents that are going to have something to say, and we got to do a little work to make sure we get to that point.
Now, Doug, you had a similar run last year. I mean, you guys had a very good season. You went 9-3. You make the playoffs. Your son Peyton is the quarterback of this team, right? He's back now. My West Side sources tell me, that this team could be so big this year. Unparalleled season is the phrase I believe I heard when I was at the Skyline on Glenway a couple of weeks ago. How good can it be for Elder this year? Can it be an unparalleled season?
I don't know about unparalleled.
That's what I'm hearing.
We're going to be really young. We only had 2 juniors start last year, so we have 2 seniors that were starters. We started 5 sophomores. So we've got 7 guys coming back that had playing time for us last year. So that's a lot of holes to fill. We lost most of our offensive linemen, lost a great tailback in Chris Shore. So we have some holes to fill.
Your son's the quarterback. What's that dynamic like?
It's interesting. I had an older son, Tanner, play. He's a fullback, and so I'd see him a little bit, during practice. Peyton's with me every second, so no matter what the drill is, he's always with me. So we spend a lot of time together, and as I've told people, and the good thing about he's a good player, but he's one of our hardest working players, so if I get after him, then I can kind of set the tone for the rest of the team. Yeah,
I know, Larry, you're going to see a lot of him probably in week 2 of the season. You guys get
more than I'd like.
Yeah, you guys get Loveland in the showdown, right? Is that who you open with? Correct me if I'm wrong, Loveland had a pretty good year last year.
Yes, they did, and I think they plan on having another good year this year. They've got a lot of good talent back. Fred does a great job. He's an outstanding coach, so they got a lot of good positive things going on over there. So it'll be a great game.
So this is kind of a challenging start for Lakota West. You get Loveland, then you get Elder. So you're going to find out a lot about your team after 2 weeks, I would think.
Yeah, and then we got Dayton Wayne right after that.
So that's a gimme, right?
Yeah, we schedule 3 cream puffs right off the bat like that. But no, it's. We're just to that point. That's where we are. When I think the past couple years we've had some success, and it's just that's the draw that you get. You're going to have to play these good teams when you play well as yourself. So we're excited about the challenge. The kids are excited about the challenge. It's something that I'd like to see us get to, because if you want to be the best, you got to go play the best, and that's just how it is.
And this is at Yeager Stadium, right? That's where you guys play on the 29th. Doug, you get Oak Hills. I think for the first time in 6 years, you guys play Oak Hill, and that's at Oak Hills.
It is at Oak Hills. Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your team. I mean, that's a pretty good test to start the season, I would think.
Interesting, because obviously all of our kids know each other, and so that'll make it. They're going to be excited to play. We got to go over there, and their crowd will be, it'll be into the game, it'll be a packed house, and it'll be really good to see how our kids react to that. I've always talked about and being in the showdown is great, because you are playing a good team, and you're going to be in a good atmosphere no matter what, whether it was at Nippert or now you're at somebody else's place. It's a great atmosphere, and you really find out a lot about your team in week 1.
Yeah, the Tom Gamble Memorial Crosstown Showdown. I mean, this thing has exploded, has it not, in the course of the last 7 or 8 years? Games all over the place. And it's really kind of cool. You mentioned you have to play in venues this year because Nippert Stadium is undergoing a renovation. And I mean, it's a great event, and I know that the kids love it, don't they? They just absolutely love playing in that.
I don't know how our kids would handle it if we didn't play in it at this point. And, whether it's UC or Miami University, that's still a big, that's a big area, and that's a big venue, and the kids will get really excited for that.
The venerable Larry Cox, Lakota West High School, and the legend. from Elder, Doug Ramsey. Gentlemen, thank you for coming in. Good luck this season.
Thanks, Ken.
We'll see you
Thanks,
definitely in
Ken.
week 2. Straight ahead.